Tell me when you turn it on.
It is on. We are mic'd up. You can turn it to PG in the stands, in the press box. OTT's back on the air. It's Friday morning. Thank you to the Arapahoe Hockey Association for making this a national holiday so everybody gets a day off work so they can tune in, watch this. The stands are packed. We are live on the air. Harry Haviland and DK with you Friday morning. Showcase weekend here at South Suburban, taking on the Ogden Jr Mustangs, coming in from Utah. They're in here playing 5 games, just chatting up with some of the fans up here from Utah. They've got 5 games spread over the 3-day period. We're just going to see a couple of games with these guys. We've got one against these guys, and one against Las Vegas Storm tomorrow, prime time back here, 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Weird scheduling this weekend, but everybody's got it. Everybody's with us. We are going to have some fun. Have no idea anything about this team, just chatting with one of the fans again. They've got mostly first-year players up here, only a few second years, which is going to be a little bit of a breath of fresh air from last weekend playing against a bunch of 7-footers who were trying to put our heads through the boards. But not saying that it's not going to be a physical, fun, tough game. We are missing 4 players today, though. Kyler's on the bench there, and he's still on concussion protocol. We've got Justin still not back from his vacation. We've got, who else are we missing? Brandon is out of town.
Captain.
And who? Joey Kolcheski. Yes, he's out actually setting a Guinness World Record for water skiing across the Pacific Ocean. Good luck to Joey out there right now. Play's underway. We're starting here. 20 seconds ticked off the first period clock, and it was going to be a first shot on net, and the Warriors are going to get a face-off deep in the offensive zone. Devin Foster, Medeo, and Nick Foster on forward, with Van Winkle and McGowan back on the point starting this game off. Ogden's trying to skate it out of their own end, gets blocked up there by Foster, chasing back through center ice now. McGowan takes a swing at it, going around. Ogden walking in, gets a shot up, quick save there by Prokop, who's 10 in the pipes for your Warriors this morning. Sorry, I'm gonna get my head wrapped in this. I'm still in work mode. I've been on calls all morning. And then I said, you know what? Shut her down. It's a national holiday. We got hockey. I got to turn into Harry mode and get this party started. Grimberg's back in his own end now, trying to backhand that out. Gets it knocked down away from him. Kalergis looks like he's back on D for this game. There was talks of putting him up on forward, but Popovic's going to walk in. Popovic's got Haviland, feeds it across. Haviland tries to stick handle around, and he scores. Great feed there from Popovic on a 2-on-1. Haviland makes no mistakes, goes around the goalie and buries it. 1-0 to score, 12:50 left to go here. First period action at South Sub. Grimberg and Kolcheski still on D here. Fredette and Haviland on the wings with Pop at center. Haviland knocks that one in. Fredette gets it just outside the zone. Haviland steps back onside, drops it back, and Grimberg puts it across the blue line. Popovic again has Haviland going in. Popovic with the backhand. Haviland looking for a rebound. The goalie covers up on that. No puck to be seen. Looking for a second goal in as many attempts. But Ogden covers up on that, keeping it a 1-0 game here early in the first. Off to Haviland, swings that one out to the blue line, sends it a little bit too far down. Prokop's gonna tap it and hold it there for Grimberg. Grimberg hard up the boards to Fredette. Fredette against a couple of players, kicking against the boards. 3 Ogden players now. Shoveled out, Foster. Backhand by Fredette. Foster off the boards and into the zone. Quickly turned around by the Ogden players, and Grimberg back to Kalergis as the forwards finalize their change. Kalergis fumbles on it a little bit there, but gets it over to Blanchard, who's now circling inside his zone. Blanchard has that hit a chunk of ice there. Now Blanchard's winding up. Brady Blanchard skating through center ice, a couple players with him, still has it. Blanchard stick handling through. Tap over to Paulin. Blanchard in behind the net, back over to Paulin in the far corner. Tries to swing that out to the point. Gets pushed up against the boards And Foster's in to help him out. Foster with Paulin. Shovels it into the corner. Coming over to Blanchard's side. That one gets all the way to the point and out. That's going to be an icing call, but makes it down. The ref's hand is up. The whistle's blown. And we're winding time down here. Minute 15, 14. Are we playing runtime? No, minute 10. Are we playing runtime hockey?
A little runtime this morning.
No, we're just...
For now.
For now, we're playing runtime.
For now.
It's early. It's too early on a Friday. There, the clock stopped there at 11:01, and now they started again. It's going down under 11 minutes left to go now in the first period. Your Warriors up 1-0 as Madeo crunches his player up and behind the boards. Popovic backhand shovel. Swinging around, Nick Foster. Digging in the corner. Centering pass goes right through the slot out to the Ogden player waiting on the far side. Skating their way up, backhanded into the middle. Van Winkle collects and pushes it out. Up to Popovic, trying to split the D, put that one a little bit ahead of his tape. Madeo chasing after it, has Popovic in front, who now comes into the corner to pick it up. Stick handling his way through. Noah Popovic centering pass through, out to Van Winkle. Puck changed directions, and now Ogden did the same. They come in across the blue line, take the shot, sailing that one wide of the net. Prokop didn't even have a chance to get a piece of it as it comes all the way back out to center ice. Making the feed far across the side. And the coaches of Arapahoe must have been chirping at the players because he just fires one right at his head and says, "Watch your mouth, coach." Looking good so far though, hey DK?
Oh, looking amazing this morning. Good energy. A little concerned about tomorrow night's 8 o'clock stint. It's not our best time of day, so hopefully we can carry this energy over until tomorrow.
A big gap between now and then, but I'm with you. We've never played too well at 8 o'clock at night. Home rink tomorrow against Vegas, and Vegas always brings it, so I'm looking forward to that one. We got to get through this game here first. They've got the 1-0 lead as they're putting the pressure on deep in the corner. Ogden steals it away and comes out of their own zone. Come in, shot on, and Prokop's just going to hang on to it.
We are going to miss the raising of the banner tomorrow night for DU.
DU raising of the banner
against Northeastern Huskies.
Oh, you're not going to make it to that one?
We're not.
DJ's in net.
DJ Kane's in net here on the South Sub, so we're going to be here.
Oh, the national champion DU Pioneers. We were at that rink last weekend up in their press box, even 2-on-1. Van Winkle, he skated in. Foster had him wide open there. Stick hand a little bit too far. Now they're battling at center. Foster has it back again. He pushes that one far in around the far side. Haviland going after it. Backhand out of trouble, and Ogden skating through their own zone and up into the Warriors' territory. Rung around the boards there for Det. Centering and knocked down there by Popovic. Clear of the zone for Det. Tips it, but not clear. Off the back, and Claire just chasing it into the far corner. Puck in front. Popovic spins that one out of danger, but it's going to be picked right back up by Ogden at center ice. Stolen away by Popovic. He's got lots of room coming in 1-on-0. Noah Popovic does the backhand and a save by Ogden goaltender. Huge save on a breakaway there. Popovic in all alone. Can't get it out. Oh, tries the stick lift to go around. Can't get it through. Held in there by Van Winkle at the blue line. Puck's bouncing all over. He manages to backhand it into the corner, being pressured now by Popovic as they put that one high up off the glass, but not out. Pop's still in there, out to the point. That one sneaks past Harper's stick, and McGowan's back in to collect that off the tape of Prokop. All the way out, just out of the reach of Blanchard. It's going down, seeing as how he did not touch that. It's going to be an icing call. 8:19 left to go here, first period action at South Sub. Harry Haviland and DK with you for this showcase weekend. Popovic, Foster, Haviland, McGowan, Van Winkle. One back cleanly to McGowan. Off the boards. Haviland can't get control of it. No, that's not Haviland, that's Madeo. They all look the same from way up here. Van Winkle. Clear of the zone. put back in, but it's going to be offside as they were not clear of that blue line. 8 minutes even left to go here, 1-0. OTT tuning in across the globe on a Friday morning, taking the days off work, calling this national holiday. Foster picks up the loose puck at center. Backhands it in with the other Foster on him. Foster, Amadeo. Either sounds like a bad cop show or an accounting firm. Shot in, blocked, but Foster gets a shot. Nick Foster with the rebound, collecting, and sees the yawning cage, putting it in behind the tendy for a 2-0 lead here. 7:35 left to go in the first.
Do we know if Popovic signed his contract or not? Or?
He did not sign the contract. He's on a two-way tryout deal still. They're going to call him up once in a while. The Utah Hockey Club.
Looks like fresh legs for him today. He's out there flying.
He's doing good. He's all over the place. Nick Foster has the puck. He didn't see it go in front of him. Picked up by Ogden behind their net. Backhanded into the corner off the boards. McDale on the back check. Tips that one to Kalergis, who puts it outside the zone, and they skate right back in on offside for the whistle. Along with being a national holiday, it's National Chocolate Cupcake Day today. For those of you who did not know and who were not aware, everybody get out there, get yourself a chocolate cupcake to celebrate this festive occasion. Popovic still all over this. They're playing with those two centermen, so he's got the energy right now. We'll see how much him and Foster have towards the end of this one with those 4 players out. Wayne Kolcheski's going to be tired from his water skiing event, so I don't know if he's going to be back tomorrow either. Popovic trying to steal it away at center, looking to be off to the races. Burdette knocked off the puck at center, kicked down by Pop. Over in front of the Ogden bench, picked up by their players. They get it across center and fired in deep, chasing it down. Grimberg looking to get to it. Ogden player beats Grimberg to their centering pass, spinning around in front, backhanded clear of the net, but out to the zone, they hold it. A block turns into a deflection over into the corner, and Ogden with the pressure now, holding your Warriors back into their own zone. Clear to the blue line, tip back in. Kalergis having that monster hat trick game last weekend as a forwards, back on D with the shortage of players this weekend. Burdette coming across the blue line. Gets it knocked off his stick, back over to Ogden. Burdette on the back chip. Ogden dumps that one in hard. Left there by Prokop for McGowan. Fires it around the boards to Haviland. Centering pass just tipped out there by Popovic, and then kicked out. Being chased down into his own end is Graham McGowan. Haviland now has it, skates around one. Still has it, makes that backhand pass across. Grimberg skating up the right wing. Pressuring his way deep in the offensive zone. Grimberg and gets it taken away. Kicked out to center. Holland. And Grimberg's going to go to the box for a cross check as he got in there, tangled up with a couple of players, got a little aggressive when they took it away. And we are still tied, or still leading 2-0, but going on the penalty kill. I got to get my hockey brain back going on here and not that work brain, DK.
We need one of our favorite sponsors to bring us a 16-ounce refreshment. Oh,
you showed up late. I didn't know if you were coming. Shot wide open in net. Oh, off the bar. Was that in? No goal as they called it. It was off the bar on the outside. What a shot, point blank in front. I think it might have been in and out, but
I think it was in. I didn't hear no bar.
I didn't hear a bar either.
I heard the thing. It came out quick, but
It came out real quick.
unless we went with the new Polytech posts that don't have any sound.
Yeah. High tech only here at South Suburban Sports Center. Rink number 1. Polytech. I don't even know what that means. 1:55. They're fixing the clock over there, getting right seconds on the penalty. 1:55 left to go. I don't know if that's right or not, but we're going to go with it. 1:55 to kill off this penalty, trying to get out of their own zone. Van Winkle feeds it up and clear. Now Nick Foster's racing after it. Can he get into there first? Nick Foster does and gets a shot off. Goalie with a big save. Foster with the shorthanded opportunity, keeping the pressure on. Out there with Medeo trying to hold it in at the blue line. Medeo turns, dumping. No, he doesn't. He gets taken down into the boards. Foster back over. Kalergis takes out Foster. They're offside with that one as a player is falling and sprawling trying to get back onside. But it's whistled down, brought outside the Warriors zone with $1:26 left to kill off this penalty. 4:55 left to go, first period action. Popovic and Fredette. One back, Fredette controlling. Hard off the boards, out through center, collected by Ogden. Van Winkle sends it off skates. Fredette putting offensive pressure on. They sneak around here. Popovic takes that away. Can't get it inside the zone past the stretched out arms of the defender. Come in. Flair just with the block. Popovic with another block. Sent into the corner for Van Winkle to collect. Out to the blue line. Ogden with the shot in. Claire just steals that away in front. Out to the blue line, but not clear as Fredette continues to battle. Ogden keeping it in. And now out to center to Popovic. He's got 1-on-3. Trying to stick handle his way in. He still has it. Great work here, killing some precious seconds off of this penalty. His line, he gets changed up. Now Fredette's out there with him. Foster is out on the point. Nick Foster. McGowan out there with him. Fredette skating into the far side. McGowan holding strong on the blue line. Keeping that one in for Fredette to backhand it back into the corner with 18 seconds left to kill off this penalty. Nick Foster keeping that one in. And they're ticking these ones off, 9 seconds. Holding the Ogden team into their own zone. Now they come clear with 3 seconds left. They're gonna have one more shot on net. Prokop had to be sharp on that one as it came through a screen. He makes the save and the penalty kill is over. Still 2-0. And Blanchard skating hard, going in, goes past, and that's gonna be an icing as Blanchard was racing after it, but it was fired down from the wrong side of the red line. 3:18 left to go, first period action here at South Sub on the OTT Sports Network on National Chocolate Cupcake Day. Foster winning that one back in the corner. I can see better on the camera screen than I can from my angle. I don't know who's there, but they're still fighting. A couple players in each color jersey. Foster to Blanchard. He's got Paulin up ahead. He makes that pass to center, looking for a give and go. Paulin fans on a dump in, but it still makes it all the way behind. Devin Foster behind, centers that one out in front. And Blanchard's in front alone. He can't tuck that one through. Blanchard into the corner. Hitting up against his man. Foster with the backhand tip into the corner. Taken away, and now 2-on-2 coming out of their own zone. Ogden making it a 3-on-2. Taken away by Grimace, but he fires that one in offside. Negating the 3-on-2, but forcing the offside whistle. Not a lot of viewers, under 10,000 here. I guess it is Friday morning. Some people don't recognize the national holiday like we do here at Arapahoe. But thanks for everybody who's tuning in. Viewers in London, England this morning. I guess it's evening there for them, but you're here with us. That's the important part. Having your tea and crumpets and watching some Warriors hockey. Out to the blue line, kept in. Shot comes from the point. Tip wide, they get the rebound, trying to sneak that in short side. Claire just picks it up after Prokop makes the save. Out to the point, kept in. Trying to get it free. Fredette has Haviland up in front. Haviland off his skates. Oh, goes rolling in. He's still going in for it. Haviland picks up the rolling puck. Centers it out. Picked up by Fredette in the slot. Takes the shot. It's blocked in front. Ogden knocks that one down and skates out the other way. Claire just swings the big lumber at it. Collecting in front of his net. Up to Haviland. Stepping in the blue line. Kai Haviland. Back out to Fredette. One times that one in. Or Popovic, sorry, not Fredette. Out to the point, held in. Snuck out. Van Winkle, he's putting his shot on it. Gets it across the blue line. It's knocked down. Van Winkle steals it right back and gets it in deep off the defender's chest into the corner. Van Winkle holding it at the point. That one jumps over now. Foster sends it in just as Van Winkle gets back on side. Now Devin Foster's going after it off of his skate and out to the winger, escaping through neutral territory. Snuck back around. Nick Foster stealing that away, kicks it back up to his blade, and then leaves it behind him. And it's knocked back out to center. Slowing the pace down here. Van Winkle goes across to McGowan and feeds it right back up to Madeo. Madeo with some fancy stick handling action. Can't quite get the shot off. McGowan trying to hold the point and stepping through that. Going around, Madeo coming flying back on the back check. They managed to get the shot off, but Prokop with the blocker sticking that out and kicking it off to the side. 24 seconds left to go here in this first period. Your Warriors still with a 2-0 lead. The Ogden team pressuring, and the Warriors keep swinging it back the other way. McGowan working his way through with speed, coming in 1-on-4 now, nobody even with him. McGowan still going after it, backhand through, and nobody there with him. Kept in by Foster, and taken away, 1 second left to go. Buzzer sounds. And the first period is over. 2-0 lead for your Warriors, something we haven't been familiar with for a few games here, DK.
Yeah, we haven't been up too many games early. We've been fighting back, and good first start, good energy level with a reduced roster. Very positive. Looking for game sheets here, so I can give you some stats from the first period, but I'm not sure we've got game sheets for this one.
We're stealing all the Wi-Fi. We can't pull it up on the phones. Nothing but the best for our viewers across the globe here on the OTT Sports Network. All three coaches on the bench. Pop kneeling down, chatting with his team here between periods. Probably just telling them to keep up the good pressure, keep up the good work. They're not getting a lot of shots on their own net. They're keeping those guys wide.
Good energy level out there. They look good. Boys moving the puck well, passing it.
100%. Maybe we got to just schedule all our games on a weekday in the morning.
National holiday, Monday, Friday. There we go.
Wednesday morning, 10 o'clock, puck drop. Were you at the game when the Bruins came to town here on Wednesday?
I was.
What a game that was to be a Bruins fan at the Ball Arena.
It was good. Good game there. Sitting in the front row right next to the penalty buff.
Nice.
Saw Zadorov go in the box, had a good little scuffle with there in the second period.
Yeah, that was a feisty game. The Bruins have been playing some feisty hockey. That last one against the Panthers on Monday, that matinee long weekend game. But unfortunately, the Avs, I'm going to go watch them again tonight. Maybe they can pull something off against the Ducks in town. But 0-4 to start the season.
Home team looked good in the third period. I thought the Avs had one of their better third periods. They tried to come back from a deficit.
They definitely did. They got the shots going. But looking for that same great continuation here from your Warriors as they break out, and Blanchard takes this one wide down the right wing. Gets a shot off, big juicy rebound. Paulin couldn't quite get to it as he was tangled up with the defense. Hilaire just stepping in from the blue line. Blanchard knocking that down. It's caught up in the Ogden players' skates. They get it out across the blue line, but Blanchard's back circling in over that Warriors logo at center ice. Brady Blanchard with a pass up that goes behind Paulin. Comes in and flipped up off the glass and out to the blue line. Not all the way out there. Good job by Grimberg keeping it in. They do get it out to center now as players collect back, and Popovic is back playing D with Kalergis. No, Grimberg was just up on the play. You never know with this team who's going to be playing what position and who's going to be here day to day. All setting these world records, trying out for professional hockey teams, building huts in the rainforest. They're just all over the globe, these Warriors. They're all over the puck right now, though, as they're continuing to keep this pressure deep in the zone. Madeo can't quite reach it. Ogden winding up, coming across the red line, firing that one in and going for a change. Lots of time for Grimberg as he sets up in his own end. Has Haviland way up at center, finally reaches him. Kai Haviland is ahead of himself, shoots in a pad save as he pushed that one up, sneaking in behind the defense. Ogden wins the battle on the boards. Skating through, Claire just stick. Back to Madeo. Over to Blanchard, fighting right below us here. We can't tip the camera down that far. I don't want to lose it over the edge. Blanchard to Haviland. One-on-one, Kai Haviland skating in. He's got Blanchard. Can't stick handle through. The player gets his stick on that. McGowan off the boards. Up to Fredette. Dumping it in deep. Haviland all over the ice in this, and he's chasing that one into the corner. Out to the point. Ogden waiting there for it, but kept in by Van Winkle, who has another shot at the puck here. He shoots one in and gets deflected high up and into the far corner. Ogden working it to the blue line. McGowan takes a swing at it. Him and Medeo hug each other as this one comes out across the blue line. Flipped up through center. Van Winkle leaves that one for Haviland back in the defensive zone. Big pass out to Medeo. Austin Medeo coming across the blue line, up Fredette with him. Medeo still has it, backhand, wide of the net. Fredette chasing into the corner. Stolen away by Haviland to Medeo. Wrap around. Hangs onto it, back out to the point, using the blue line. Van Winkle with the shot in. Haviland with the tip that sends it over the net and into the corner. For Fredette to pick it up. Out to the blue line to McGowan. Passes that one back in. That's intercepted by Ogden as they clear it out of their zone. 10:54 left to go here. 2-0 lead as Ogden presses deep into the corner. They make some changes, centering past McGowan. Bounces one up to Fredette. Stick-handles through. Fredette out of the reach of Haviland. Sailing that one all the way down the ice. And a 10:39 left to go. Stay tuned for a second intermission player report. We got another player of the game here that we're going to be featuring coming up. So many fun facts about these kids. I'm learning every time I read through this stuff. You learn something interesting. We're still here in the second period, though, brought to you by the Riviera Pizza and Steakhouse in Nelson, British Columbia, where they do the shopping, chopping, mixing, peeling, pouring, serving, and you do the rest. Head into the Riviera Pizza and Steakhouse, tell them the OTT sent you, and get 5% off of every Kokanee beverage that you order. Claire just in his end, but it was knocked down by a high stick as he tags up, and we got another whistle with the clock continuing to tick down. I don't think it's supposed to be runtime, is it?
No. New operators.
Oh, stopped it there as the puck was dropped, and now we're frozen at 10 minutes and 11 seconds left to go. Clock's not running. They got it backwards there, the on and off switch.
Yeah, makes up for the first period.
We
had a run in 25.
Out to the blue line. Claire just powering his way in. Takes a shot off the crossbar and up out of play. They got the clock backwards, and now they run it during... now they're running the clock when the whistle's blown. Nobody noticing over there.
Oh, there we go.
We
got a little support from the penalty box, I think.
The whistle blows. Now we're stopped at 10 minutes even. I was about to send a text over to the scorekeepers, but looks like they've got it. No, as a shot goes in, the clock's now running. Here we go. Nick Foster gets bumped as he sends that into the corner. Popovic chasing it down. Centering for Devin. Foster getting the shot off. Goalie coming up big there.
Did you send a text?
I called her directly.
You called? Oh, okay. We got better clock management. There was a phone call made over to the timekeepers saying, we've got some out-of-towners, out-of-staters in here. We got to look professional. This is Arapahoe Hockey Club worldwide. Everybody knows who we are. We can't be hosting and being unprofessional. Ogden taking it clear of their zone with the backhand up through. Popovic gets that one stripped as Ogden pushes it into the corner. McGowan forces his player up against the boards. In behind, Blanchard couldn't control it. Hilaire just bumps and Ogden gets a shot in. Stolen away there. Blanchard coming in, taking this one wide. Pollin's with him. Blanchard comes in, takes a shot. That one goes a little high off the back glass. Ogden picks it up. A little bit of pressure now coming from Medeo. They shoot that one all the way down. It's not touched, and it's going to go right past Prokop across that line. Icing is the call back in for an offensive draw for your Warriors, leading this 9-3. I was going to say 9:03 left to go, leading this 2-0. Harry, get your act together. Talking about professionalism. Clear of the zone, taken right away by Medeo. Comes in, gets taken away as he tries to get the shot off. Backhand kept in by Paulin. Intercepted by Ogden, wheeling their way across their blue line. Working their way in 2-on-2, takes a shot off the skates of Van Winkle into the corner. Ogden picks up the rebound. Save made by Prokop as he steers that one aside. Medeo hands off to Van Winkle as he continues the pressure out to the far side. They keep it in at the blue line with a backhand in for McGowan. Tipping that one across to his deep partner, Harper Van Winkle. Beating it up to Blanchard. He's spun around, he's backwards. He gets knocked down, tripped down. Back into McGowan. McGowan up to Blanchard again. Building up speed, gets collapsed on in front of the Ogden bench. Still in defensive zone. Blanchard picks this one up. Winding up. Brady Blanchard with a player's stick between his legs. Still has it on his backhand. Blanchard comes in, can't get the shot off before it's taken off of his stick. Ogden with Medeo on the back check now, coming in 1-on-3. Skated over to the far corner. Van Winkle with the rubber on his tape. That's very close to a too-many man on the ice right there. They let that one go. Getting away with one as Blanchard's still out here right now. It's center ice fighting with Medeo. Medeo and Paulin take it away. Medeo up to Paulin, coming in. Keaton Paulin back out to the point. It's over Blanchard's stick, and Ogden's racing in for it. Claire just coming across the ice. Swinging the timber into the front. Knocked down by Grimberg off the boards and not out by Popovic. Ogden keeping this one in, bouncing over Claridge's stick. Ogden's centering pass, tipped away, but Ogden still has it. Putting the pressure on the Warriors. They're trying to get rid of this 2-0 lead that the Warriors are hanging on to. Ogden circling, hard off the glass over to the far side. Fredette going in after it. He picks it up. It's out. Haviland's got a race. Can he get to this one? Haviland tied up and angled off of that puck before he could reach it. Claire just inside his own zone now. Dimitri Claire just far past there trying to find Fredette. It was touched by something in the middle as they wave off icing, and Fredette goes into the offensive end to pick it up. Popovic past him out to the point. Grimberg in front, wide open. Fredette with the backhand. And Eli Fredette makes it 3-0 here. After some hectic defensive actions in their own end, they turn it around, get the shot in from the point. Fredette collects on the rebound, tallying this one up by another goal for the Warriors. 6:09 left to go in the second period action. Brought to you by Pizza and Steak at Riviera in Nelson.
The refs might have a flight to catch. They're moving this thing fast today.
The which?
The referees are moving this thing fast. There's no time in between whistles. And
no, we got to get going. It's an early morning Friday game. They got a schedule to keep here at sub today. Fredette with the pass across to Haviland, and he tucks home his second goal of the game. Some nice passing here by the Warriors. That's awesome to see as they go up by yet another one, 4-0. Here with a little under 6 minutes left to go.
new line combinations paying off today. A little more
They
passing.
are working all right. Was bouncing around those centermen. Fredette and Haviland stay out there with Popovic. Kalergis and Grimberg. Oh, timeout called here by Ogden. Rally the troops back together here and looking for some composure. Not going to say we don't know what it feels like to be down 4-0 in the second period.
Kirkwood. Brings back a memory.
There's a few of them. Arvada.
It's nice to see him lighting the lamp early and often today.
Sorry, this whole work thing was getting in the way. I wasn't paying attention.
I'm doing the same
I'm
thing.
using the timeout.
No, I
to
said
keep
it's
my
nice to
job.
see him lighting the lamp early and often today.
Yes. No, it's a good feeling to get some goals after a few tough games last weekend. But that doesn't mean they can sit back. Ogden has had some chances here. They're looking to capitalize. They called this timeout for a reason. Mustangs. Ogden Mustangs, that's what they are. Okay, I can mix that into the commentary now. I have Junior Mustangs up on the score clock too, and I just haven't been calling them that. Junior Mustangs getting rallied up behind their bench as they win that one back. Shot goes over Popovic's stick. Burdett bumping it in front of the scorekeeper's bench. Tied up in front. Burdett sails that one up out to Haviland. He's coming through. Kai Haviland across the blue line. Drops that off for Popovic in front. Haviland with the backhand. Oh, sends that one wide. Across. Back to Haviland. In for Popovic, coming in the left wing. Popovic in front for Haviland, loose puck. Oh, Foster looking for the rebound. Centering again, Haviland can't get it to him. Out to Foster, shot and a goal. Nick Foster with the pressure from that line again. It's a 5-0 game with 5:12 left to go here in the first period. We're gonna have to make some phone calls, see who we know, maybe change that time tomorrow from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. Seem to be more of a morning team here, these Warriors.
Pick up some figure skater ice tomorrow morning, and we'll get the boys out there early.
I might have to bump that mic practice at 6:30, but Ogden still putting the pressure on, though, not giving up on this one as they're looking to come back. And Van Winkle's looking to light the lamp again as he goes all the way down into the offensive zone. Madeo with the backhand out. Puck was loose. Foster leaves that one for Van Winkle. It was a little bit too late of a decision, and Ogden gets it clear of the zone. They work their way in. Shot goes wide of Prokop into the corner. Off the boards looking for Foster is Madeo. Back to McGowan, who feeds it to Devin Foster. Devin Foster's got Nick Foster on the far side. Comes in, takes a shot in. Goalie handles that one with ease, covering up for a face-off. 4:21 left to go on the OTT Sports Network broadcast. Warriors versus the Ogden Jr Mustangs on this Friday morning on a beautiful fall day in Colorado. Popovic, sorry. In for Paulin. They get bumped up against the boards. Back out to the points of McGowan. Shoots one in. They let that go all the way in off the goalie's pad and into the corner. Pursuing after that is Blanchard in behind the net. That one sneaks out to the Mustangs, and they come through out to center right. McGowan standing his man up at the red line. Then pinching up against the boards. He sneaks past them. Ooh, the Mustangs come in, get a shot off that goes high and wide. That one goes past them at the blue line. Blanchard going for that puck, gets taken out. They send that in, they wave off icing, and McGowan's in his own end. McGowan leaves the puck there for the Mustangs. Now they skate through center ice. Popovic breaking up the play, tipped into the corner for Blanchard. Backhanded up the boards to McGowan, leaves it again for Blanchard. Reversing this one to the other side, tries luck up the right wing. Van Winkle bends on the pass, gets to the blue line. They still can't clear it out of the zone. Back into Van Winkle. That one's deflected high, but gloved down in the blue line. Made the pass in, wide in front. Couldn't get a good shot off. And Prokop kicks it over to the side. Blanchard in, helping out McGowan in the corner. He snakes that one all the way around. It's rolling down the ice. Stopped but not settled down, then controlled by the Mustangs. They walk in across the blue line, 2-on-1. Take the shot, Prokop saves it, leaves the rebound out there for Blanchard. Out to the blue line, not out, Ogden. Mustangs coming in looking for another shot, they get it. Prokop hangs onto that one in his glove. Settling this play down with 2:36 left to go. Warriors hanging on to a 5-0 lead, but Ogden on the prowl. One back in his own zone. Haviland drops for Kalergis. He controls that one and puts it up to Madeo. Madeo feeding to Haviland, coming across the blue line, can't control it. Taken away there by Fredette, going up against the boards. Eli Fredette. Medeo helping him out. Taken away by the defense of Ogden. They send that one down. And almost out of the zone. They're just forced to chase it. They're just holding his man up against the boards, rung around.
Yes.
Haviland gets to it, takes this one outside the blue line. He gets bumped off the puck. Still chasing after it as Fredette comes over to help him out. Haviland, Fredette, now joined by Medeo, all up against the boards. Haviland steals that away. He tries to center it, but then realizes all three forwards were along the boards. But he gets out. Grimberg back to Kalergis. Up to Fredette, coming across. Fredette shoots, save, and the rebound comes out. Over in the far corner, Medeo picks it up, can't work his way out. It's off of Fredette's stick, collected by Ogden. The Mustangs looking for that stretch pass through. It's broken up by Kalergis. Grimberg and Fredette. Fredette's got Foster. They come in 2-on-1. Fredette has Foster, makes the pass across. Oh, and Devin Foster had him moving one way and then snuck it up over his shoulder. Top shelf to make it 6-0. It is now 6-0. We'll get that added up. We got people calling in wondering if it's 4 or 5-0. It's a lot to nothing.
We'll call in for Granite Technology looking to become a sponsor with us.
Yeah.
We also do a site call at the golf course, so we're working both angles here.
We
trying to find some new sponsors.
That's perfect. I mean, because the OTT does pay us friendly, but it's mostly in perks of all the VIP travel and hotels and morning brunches and free beverages. But the cash factor isn't quite there, so we do have other jobs that we're taking care of on Friday. So we're picked back up. Popovic brought that out, put it in, brought it out, put it in. They don't whistle it down. And Foster drops that one back to McGowan. Did the lights go out in here? Or is it just me? They must have dimmed something.
A little ambiance here on a Friday.
Popovic taken away, drop for Foster, Popovic. I know I wasn't repeating myself. There was two Fosters that each got a puck drop for. Coming in now, shooting. Ooh, pad save by Prokop. Devin Foster can't find Popovic, held in by the Mustangs. Going into the corners now is McGowan. Swinging at it. Taken away by Ogden, circling behind the twine. And the buzzer sounds as we end the second period here, and whatever the coaches said in the first period seemed to be working. All right, second period as I promised. And you know what? This is one that just blows me away. So we're gonna have a little chat here. We're gonna tell you a little bit more about number 4, Graham McGowan. He was born right here in Lone Tree. He's a Denver native. His favorite NHL team is the Wild, and his favorite player, Matt Rempe. Ooh, making a bust into the scene last year, Rempe. I love watching that guy play too. He's been playing hockey for 8 years. So when he started, it was in 2016. Not just a hockey player though. We've got a lacrosse player in our hands with McGowan, whose dream car is a Corvette Stingray that's just matte black. He doesn't play any musical instruments, but the favorite place he's ever been is Hawaii. I'm right there with him on that. Hawaii has got to be one of my favorites as well. Zach Bryan is his favorite band or musician, and he does have a pet. He has a pet rock named Clarence. Shout out to Clarence. I hope Clarence is watching right now. Graham's pet rock. Favorite food is Mexican. Him and Clarence enjoy some fajitas every evening when they go home. It's his best friend too, I hear. If he could live anywhere, it'd be Sweden. Sweden, I can see that. That's a great country. But you want to know something fun fact here about Graham McGowan? I mean, it suits him perfectly. There was one time at his uncle's wedding where he pulled down his pants and pretended to be an exotic dancer. Now, I'm just stating the facts here, folks. I don't make anything up on this broadcast, but I'm telling you what. I may have pulled my pants down at some weddings too, but not my uncle's, and I was not pretending to be an exotic dancer. That is all you need to know about number 4 on defense for your Warriors, Graham McGowan. Had to bring up Graham. Another shot, Simon Prokop making the save. Yeah, we went through those Graham stats. It just brings us. I never did talk about his dream job. We'll talk about his dream job when we talk about his business partner, Kyler Neeson, on another issue of player profile. Back to third period action here. 13:20 left to go. That one sends all the way down the ice. It's going to be on the goal. That hit the net or the goalie or not, but it's going to be icing.
It hit the net.
Hit the net. It's going to be run time, though, as I believe
We
a
are
6-0.
officially run time now.
It is official run time. No yelling at anybody. It was a 6-goal lead in the third period.
No calling in the run time.
Madeo, Pollen, and Blanchard with Van Winkle and McGowan. He's out there playing for his pet rock, Clarence, who's at home watching. Pollen can't get it out. Sailed all the way around the far side by Blanchard. Hard off the boards by Van Winkle. And this one's signaled to be icing. Is it gonna make it? And no, they wave it off last minute as players come into the zone to pick it up. Blanchard hard up against the boards. Madeo shoveling in there with them. Pollen coming over to lend a hand. And Pollen comes out with it. Stick handles around a couple. Tries to get a shot off, deflected by the defender from the Mustangs. And Pollen trying to skate his way back out to center. Tipped out to the point, gets past McGowan. Behind the referee goes the puck. McGowan circling on his backhand. Feeding that one up to Blanchard. Up to Pollen, sending it in deep. Around the far side, skating in hard as Madeo. Against the boards, taken away by the Mustangs. Using some physicality to try and get it out, but McGowan using his stick to keep it in.
Okay, so are these all first years, most of them?
Half and half.
There's very little checking.
Yeah.
They're like not checking when it would be like a good time to practice you're checking. But I'm like, on both sides, we are like 98% first years.
Yeah.
So like, this is a team that's not going to like retaliate.
No, it has been a light hitting game, and it comes out of the zone. Back in, Blanchard's going to walk across. All in, going towards the net. Blanchard gets it knocked off his stick. Blanchard still has it behind, Pollen in front. Blanchard trying to sneak that one out through. Foster chasing after. Out to Pollen, he's in the slot. Tipped off his stick, leaving it there for Blanchard. Gets a shot off, puck loose in front. Swept away there by the defenders. Kicked out. To the blue line, but not clear. Centering pass comes all the way across to Grimberg. Sends it in front of the net. Picked off. He's wide in front. Devin Foster shoots it. And then Pollen looking for a rebound. Don't find it as a goalie covers up. A great chance there for Foster. Wide open in front. Couldn't find his second one of the game.
It hasn't been a mild hitting game, though.
That's what, just chatting here with one of the parents. Well, I wasn't talking for a minute, but they said the same thing. This would be a great game to get out there and work on your hitting, as this Warriors team doesn't seem to be much of a physical opponent. And that they're definitely not playing as physical as they were last weekend when they were forced into that.
When they have to.
Yeah.
I think they have that game. I just
Foster.
think that there's a speed, a lot more speed up front.
Yeah, your microphone's not on, by the way. So it's dangling. DK's talking, and I just look, his microphone's dangling on the floor. Might have been able to hear him through mine, I don't know.
Talking to my high tops.
Ogden coming in. As we were just talking about this not being a physical game, and your Warriors, they step up when they have to, but they're not really the ones that are initiating the physicality so far this year. Mustangs can't get it out.
Against those tougher teams, we definitely need it, especially on the defensive zone.
100%. Haviland couldn't find the puck as it was fed up to him as he was sandwiched between two players in white jerseys. Back over to Grimberg. Gets it to Madeo at center, gaining the offensive zone. Madeo on his backhand. Out to the blue line. Not all the way, though. Picked up by the Mustangs, and Grimberg's now playing D. Claire just coming across to help him out. Mustangs fire that one hard in off the glass with 9:04 left to tick off this running clock, and a 6-0 lead for your Warriors in the third period. Dale Grimberg in front, and a shot. Prokop hanging on right in the chest. He collects that one, covers up for a whistle. players, how could they be tired? It's 10 o'clock on Friday morning. They're looking exhausted already. They're playing a hard game, but what's going to happen tomorrow night at 8?
Well, hopefully there's some naps tomorrow, and
I sure plan on it. Nick Foster, trying to slide that across to Popovic as they were on a 2-on-1. The back checker takes it away. Can't get it past McGowan at the blue line. Still stick handling through, then he gets knocked off of the puck. Medeo. Backhands out to Popovic at center. Couldn't feed it through to Foster, who's racing up the far side, taken away here by the Mustangs. Ogden comes in, gets another shot. Pocock got a piece of that one, sending it high over the net and into the glass. Medeo. Drop pass from McGowan, up the boards, past Foster, held into the blue line by the Mustangs. They get a shot in, looking for a tip, it sails wide. Circling in another shot, that one's wide again. Keeping it in the blue line here. Mustangs coming out by McGowan, has Popovic up, feeds that a little out of his reach. Noah stealing that one away, gets a second shot at it. Misses the net. Out to the blue line. Van Winkle shooting. Blocked by the Ogden player. Mustangs working their way up. Flipping that one in. Prokop a little piece of it. Leaves it behind the net for Van Winkle, who turns and dumps that one out. Mustangs will collect before it goes all the way down for icing. Falls down on caught an edge there. Foster gets tripped. Wow, got away with a trip there. And we got our hands up in the stands, but it was a pretty blatant trip, but refs letting them play out there. They got a flight. It's a run-time game anyway. Blanchard getting taken down. Foster in the corner. Blanchard around the far side. Pollen going for it. Sticks that one in, tangled up. Second player joining the party from the Mustangs. Gets this one clear of the blue line. Can't get it all the way across, but the Mustangs still have it walking across the blue line. Blair just steps into his man and takes him out just inside the blue line. Blanchard takes away that puck, and there's a time. What do they call a? No? What was this?
a
Technical foul? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what the T is, what the T means. T is for tripping, T is for Blanchard's. They're kicking Claire just out of the game? What's going on? Blanchard's in the box. Or was Blanchard got the penalty for something? Oh, this might be miss unsportsmanlike. Unsportsmanlike. Because he must have said something, because he was not even involved in that play. The T is an unsportsmanlike conduct.
So those Irish words right there.
Yeah. Said a few things after the Claire just hit, but obviously the ref didn't appreciate it, and unsportsmanlike conduct is the call. They're going to be shorthanded here. I'm not sure how many minutes or whatever, because it's not up on the clock, but there's 5:36 left to tick off this runtime third period as the Mustangs hold it in.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the bench.
On the bench, unsportsmanlike, not on Brady. Okay. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the bench. Just so everybody is clear. Somebody got excited about the hit, I guess. You lost your microphone again. So unsportsmanlike conduct on the bench being served by Blanchard. Make sure everybody's clear on that. Pollen at the blue line. Held in by the Mustangs. They backhand it hard. Grimberg deep going after it. Grimberg keeping control of this puck in his end. Looking to feed this out, gets it out to the blue line. Pollen skating hard through center ice. He's the only one 1-on-5 right now as Medeo's looking to join him. Pollen dancing around and gets a shot in 1-on-5. The puck was still loose there. The ref didn't see it. Covered up, but I don't think Pollen was going for any more action there 1-on-5. Did a great job getting it in deep and getting the shot off while they make their changes. And Fredette and Haviland step out. They're joining McGowan and Van Winkle on this penalty kill with 4:22 left to go. On the game run clock, I'm not sure about the penalty. Van Winkle shoots. Tipped in front by Haviland right onto the goalie and covered up again. Another face-off deep in the offensive zone with the man disadvantage. And Blanchard's now out of the box as the 2 minutes is run off the clock. And we've got 5-on-5 hockey again. I'm all kinds of confused, but that's not anything new. Fredette keeping this one in after McGowan held the man in at the blue line. Ogden gets that one over to the far side. It clears the blue line. Harper off the boards, trying to feed that back to Blanchard. Ogden controls, coming in. Van Winkle angling off the boards. Fighting into the corner, kicks it up to Blanchard. Blanchard sees Haviland on the far side. That was a long pass to go. Haviland picks it back up at center ice. Dumps that one in. Chasing now is Fredette and Blanchard. Ogden first to it. Van Winkle keeping that in. Blanchard with the shot. Haviland in front. Couldn't get a stick on it as it sails through the crease and wide. Out on the far side. Haviland takes the man out into the boards. Blanchard comes in, collects the puck, kicks it back over to Haviland. He comes in across the blue line. Haviland outside, and that was offside, but they don't whistle that one down. And it is all good as Ogden collects it. Coming off, Haviland shouldering the player off the puck. Back in front, Fredette pushing for it. Back to Blanchard. Blanchard knocked off of that one just inside the blue line. Mustangs trying to get it out. They do just that. Van Winkle with 2:29 left to go here in the third period. Shovels it back inside the blue line. Mustangs walking across, coming in on Van Winkle. Stripped away by Popovic. He's got Foster off the bench with him. Popovic couldn't get it all the way over to him as Foster was skating just inside the blue line. Mustangs send that right back out. And Foster stick handles his way back in. Mustangs in the high slot. Shoved down, and Nick Foster couldn't get the shot off. Out to center. Mustangs coming in. On the attack, the Ogden Mustangs with 1:50. Circling all the way around. Flair just can't knock it off. They drop it back to the point, get the shot off, blocked in front. Still with another attempt, and they break the shutout with 1:37 left to go. You didn't say it. I know you didn't say it, but I can say it now. The shutout is gone. 6-1's the score with 1:30 left. They let that player have a little bit too much time in that defensive end, I think, as he skated all the way in, circled back into the slot, and got a shot off. Still running this clock down with the 5-goal differential. I think it's safe to say that the Warriors are going to come out with a win, wishing they would have had that shutout, but 6-1 being the score in the final minute of play here in the third period. Claire just off the boards, up to Foster, Foster to Foster. Back to Foster. He's got Foster with him. Foster inside, but offside as Popovic mixes up the Foster connection. They run that time down, 40 seconds left to tick. It's been a fun Friday, thanks to everybody who's taking the day off or taking a break in your travels, delaying planes so you can watch in the airport because you're too cheap to buy Wi-Fi on the airplane. Whatever the case may be, we've got another one here. Tomorrow night's going to be an exciting game against Vegas. We played them a few times last year, and they were always tough.
Late night in Vegas. Oh, you know those boys will be ready.
Yeah, of course. 8:05 puck drop here at South Sub. So if you can't make it down to the rink, as always, we will be on the air. The OTT Sports Network. Don't stop, won't quit. We're going to be bringing you the action. This one is all wrapped up. 6-1's going to be the final against the Ogden Mustangs. We thank them for coming in. It's going to be a fun weekend for them. We've only got a couple games. They've got 5. But until tomorrow night, on behalf of DK and everybody else here at the OTT Sports Network, thanks for tuning in. I'm Harry Haviland, and I'm signing out.